glad it came out. So great.
So, collectively, why is Grease still the word?
Because the minute the Broadway play went up the curtain, everybody knew who those people were. You know, the minute they see Rizzo or Pudsey or Sonny or Jan, you relate to them instantly. And then it just slides. And then when you have two stars like John and Olivia that turn into legends, you know, it kind of works. And it's fun.
Did you ever think you'd be sharing a marquee at the TCM Festival with The Sound of Music?
No.
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 Everyone asks, did you know at the time that the film was going to be as successful or would be as successful as it? Nobody has that crystal ball. No one does.
No.
And the fact that it has, I mean, we knew we had something good. We had our camaraderie, certainly. We had this music and we had the creatives that made it what it was. But to have known at the time that it was going to be as successful artistically as it then became, no.
Look at The Sound of Music. The play itself on Broadway was okay. Didn't get the greatest reviews. And then you put a Julie Andrews in it with a Robert Weiss, and boom, does this thing go off. And it's the same thing with Grease. Grease was always a hit, but not getting great reviews. Did the business, and then the minute John and Olivia pop in, boom. So it all has to be right, like Lady Gaga and Julie Andrews the other day.
True.
I mean, look what they accomplished.
Bringing those generations together.
Forget it.
Well,
Brilliant.
and you do know that Christopher just finished a movie with John that's coming out.
Yes.
Plummer did?
Yes, The Forgers. I just saw it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well, what was Christopher Plummer's movie? He got the Academy Award?
For beginners.
For beginners.
With,
Right.
None other than Ewan McGregor,
Yeah.
my
Yes.
countryman.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Weiss from Cork.
Yes. So do you think that, you mentioned Lady Gaga there, do you think it's still essential that you have the up-and-coming generation of singers continue to reenact such
What
these
she
classics?
accomplished that day on the awards doing The Sound of Movie was brilliant.
Yeah.
I teach, and the kids saw it. 15, 16-year-old boys. And wow, she's friends with Lady Gaga. I mean, that's the way they look at it. And the way her vulnerability of Julie Andrews, just because she's a very shy woman, and to accept all this with such honesty, I mean, it was brilliant moments. It's a great moment. Very good, very important.
Do you think that's a smart way to bring in the younger generation?
Absolutely.
Very
It's
smart.
essential,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
It's
definitely.
How could it not be?
But interesting, the younger generation, when I say Julie Andrews in class, they know who she is.
Yeah, and that's great.
Mel Torme, they're not sure of. But
You have to constantly build your audience and renew
Yeah.
your audience. And Grease does a nice job of that too, because it's a relatable story for adolescents. Every adolescent person in the world, and part of the reason Grease is still the word, is there's always a constant supply of adolescents discovering this film and going, hey, I'm going through that same problem in my life.
It's that
Not that
coming
it's
of
a
age.
deep thing at all, but you fall in love, you fall out of love, you get pimples on your face, you have a nervous breakdown.
Exactly.
It's all
Universal.
part of that experience.
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
another reason that it stays popular is that the singing and dancing that we did, everybody can do.
Yes.
That
It's not
is-
like, a difficult, it's like, I always wanted people to think that, oh, I sound like her when I sing in the shower. Or, I could do that step. Everybody can do the hand jive.
But then when they kept doing the revival on Broadway of the play, the only reason it ever closed because they couldn't replace it with 11 people constantly replace it
Well,
because it was
and-
such a vehicle for people to move on.
And I think something else that manifests is our camaraderie.
Yes.
Because we're friends in real life, were then and are still today. So that definitely spills over. It can't help but.
And I just heard you guys there just ready to burst into song and dance. How do you
Always.
fight the urge to not do it every
You just
day?
have to throw a light on us.
We go together
Like rama lama lama kadinga da dinga da cut. Otherwise, it's going to cost you.
Thank you guys so much.
I want your accent.
Thank you.
I'll give you for a certain price.
And you guys will be out at the pool, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. Okay. Okay. Bye, Jamie.